So, welcome to my Vloggypod, Stitchy podcast. My name's Sherry and thank you for being here. How are you? It's been a long time since I podcast, and I think the last one I did I said, see you next week, and that was probably about 6 weeks, 2 months ago now. So it's been quite a difficult last few weeks, and which I won't talk about because I can't, but basically I lost my dog, and it's kind of really knocked me sideways. I knew it would. That didn't come as a surprise, but it's been hard, and actually it makes you quite wobbly in life. If you've been through something like that, you know what I mean. You start to feel little things that you wouldn't normally, affect you, do suddenly. So I won't talk about it because I can't, but thank you for all your goodness. Hundreds of messages and comments and letters and gifts. It's just been lovely. Normally sent me into a flurry of tears, but it was lovely, and just thank you. And I think it just proves the way that I've got Tommy walking around the kitchen at the moment. Actually, normally Monty would be with me, but Tommy's here instead. And obviously we've still got a lovely Archie, but it just shows you how animals work their way into your lives in a way that, they're with you every moment of the day, aren't they? And yeah, so thank you, lovely Nikki, for checking in on me all the time, and Sharon and Vivian, Patty. I'm going to forget people. It's just that my mind's all over the place. Carrie, thank you for your lovely little gift the other day. And Jules, sweet Jules, so sweet Violet, that was your little parcel, was beautiful. And she's lovely, like she would be. So thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, because I haven't been on Instagram very much, because I haven't wanted to do anything much really, to be honest. So I just want to say thank you. So, I'll tell you a bit about Tommy later, actually. So, what have I been doing? Initially, for a while, who was it? Amy, who's the Meaningful Stitch podcast, was saying how sometimes slow stitching is exactly what you need, or knitting or something like that's exactly what you need. But sometimes doing something like that, it kind of takes you down a path that you don't always want to go down. So for a while, I didn't do anything actually, but I have since decided that I'm going to finish a few things that I started. I've got so many projects on the go, it's unbelievable, including anything for quilting now, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Anyway, so I decided to finish some things. So I finished off I finished off my Fizz socks. So these are by my lovely friend Emily, the pattern for Fizz socks. She is Salt City Knits, Yarnbury, and they haven't been blocked or anything, so they're not fitting this particularly well. Professional as always, but it's a lovely pattern. There are so many lovely patterns out there that I need to do. Second use of the word lovely, but I am tempted to do these again because it's just such a sort of intuitive pattern, and I've really enjoyed it. So this is in the second one. This is in a yarn by, I don't have it with me, but it's Teresa Shingler Knits, I think she is on Instagram, and it is her Robin Redbreast colourway, I think it is, which I've got where shoes go. Probably shown this on here many times. You're probably thinking, I've seen them. You have seen them, we haven't seen them finished. So anyway, there they are. They're finished. That's the first thing. Can't wait to wear them. Oh. So the nights are just drawing in. Nikki Franklin put a post up the other day, and she said about an embroidery kit that she had. I think it was it a wreath? I think there were mushrooms on it or something, toadstools. And she said, for that time of the year when schools go back and the nights are drawing in. Oh, I love it. I love, love, love autumn. It's my favourite time of the year when the shops are full of school uniforms and stationery. And last night, I do like to sit outside of an evening, and last night I had to come in and close the door because it was a bit chilly. Couldn't have been happier. So I can't wait to wear those. They're going to be lovely. So my Fizz socks, which have been in my little bowl, which again was a gift from Jules a couple of Christmases ago. She's got her oh, there we are. So sweet, Violet. So it's now empty. Scissors, needles ready for a new one, which is Sherry, how it should be, rather than having many, many pairs of socks. Another pair of socks, which I've definitely shown you before. I can remember being on a coffee break when I was at school, talking to one of the teachers, and she said, I'm going off on a loop now, and she said to me, did I tell you this yesterday? No, she started telling me something, and I said, you told me that yesterday, and she went, oh, did I? I don't remember. And I thought, how can you not remember? Well, that's me now. I'll often start saying something like, did I tell you? If I didn't tell you, did I tell you? So anyway, I probably did show you these. These are flying birds, I think they are. Okie Locatelli. I've definitely shown you these because I've waffled on about the yarn before. Anyway, that one's done, and I am now should have had all these ready. I'm now just going along the foot now. That's going to clank. Yeah, it's going along the foot. And this yarn, which I will put a link to. Oh, do you hear him meowing? He started meowing a lot. He talks to us all the time now. Tom Tom. Hello. It just gets softer and softer and softer. I'll put a link below. It just gets softer and softer, and I love it. And I know I'm going to wear these. They are really, really, I think actually if I made them again, I would actually make them a tiny bit longer. But I'm just sitting here thinking, I haven't told you what needle size it is and all the rest of it, but I'm not going to get into that today because I need to be, I'm just about to go off to the town charter day where we live. So I mustn't waffle. And I would do the very professional thing, and I would actually put all of this on Ravelry, because I don't go on Ravelry very much, and that's because, well, I'm always on Ravelry, but I mean I don't input onto Ravelry that much because I'd be there forever. So I'm trying to really be, but I will be professional and put everything on there. Now, this next thing, I started this about 3 years ago. I have many friends who knitted it alongside me and who have been wearing theirs for a long time. And I fell out with mine. I'm talking about the Floozy cardigan now. I fell out with mine big time and hadn't put in a lifeline at the time, and we went from not talking to pretty much enemies, really. Anyway, I've sort of rescued it and I've come back to it. And I'm on my way now. I do that. Who was it? Patty, I think you said to me the other day when you wrote to me that you started doing something and it went wrong, and she put it away, and that was it for a while. That's me. Now I would try and put this on, but last time I tried to put things on, the stitches fell off, and we don't want that. So this is my Floozy cardigan. So far, I mean, don't hold your breath, there's not a whole lot here. that I love. I love the colours. I'm really loving it. I went to stay with our son and daughter-in-law in London last weekend. It was his birthday. So I don't know if I'm in the same position, but Tommy basically has just knocked I've got my camera on a tripod and he's just knocked it flying. So, what was I saying? Oh, all my tops are all the same sort of colour. I don't realise it. I don't walk in and think, oh, I need another blue striped linen top or something like that. But clearly that's what I'm drawn to, and all my tops that I took, I realised were all the same. So anyway, this is my fleecy top, and I know that these cardigans, I like this little pop of ginger as well. So yeah, I'm going to wear it a lot, I think. And whoops, she's going for it. Yeah, it's going to be nice. So we're down to boob level. Anyway, I will get that finished now. I'm on to just the plain section. The sweary bit's out the way. So yeah, there's that. So this was something that I dyed up for a colour that I wanted. It's never actually been in the shop, and then undyed, and then this one, this colour is actually Anne with an E, which I must put some more of that in the shop because I love that colourway. So, it's my floozy. Hopefully, I'll be wearing that in a couple of months, and not in 2 years' time, saying, do you remember me talking about my floozy? Anyway, so there's that, and I've got lots of bits of sewing and everything on, but I didn't bring everything down. I've started some little... I had a book when I was younger called Lavender's Blue, and my copy is quite fragile now because of course it's ancient, and it's got my scrawl. I appear to need to write my name over every page, but I ordered another one to have a look at, and this was a little nursery rhyme picture from there that I hope that is focusing okay. I thought that I would do a few of these, and you know what I'm going to do with that. I might put them in a quilt, I might put them on a cushion, I might put them on the wall. Anyway, that's happening. Actually, I'm undoing that because I've done that in two threads and it needs to be one, so I'm going to undo that. But anyway, yeah, little bits and pieces going on. So, and I've just got a new pattern, or a pattern, my first ever pattern for a quilt that I'm going to start for a special quilt, which I'll tell you about next time because I've already been waffling. So that's that. So what I was going to do is show you some yarns that have just gone in the shop. Oh, tell you about something my husband's made, and what I'm watching and what have you, and then there'll be a little vlog at the end. So, shop news. I wrote the name of all of these yarns down. Where am I? Here we are, in the right order, because I don't have my glasses on. So what we've done this week is we've done 2 fades. One that feels really autumnal and one that feels almost a bit Christmassy. But I think, it doesn't have to be Christmassy, it's actually quite fresh. But they also all kind of work together and go in together, so I'm going to somehow try and hold them up. So this one is Crumpets for Tea. Is that Crumpets for Tea? Yeah, that's Crumpets for Tea. And which goes with this one, which is Snug. You can see I'm in autumn vibe. And the other one is Nestled in the Nook. So they're all lovely sort of olivey, mossy greens with touches of gold and lovely kind of faded reds. So they all go together as a lovely fade or individually. And the next three, they kind of run in. So this now works also with this, but I'll put these down. These three are Sweet Atmosphere of Cider. These are all from, all of these names come from, apart from Branches Bare, which came out of my head. My head, it's not exactly poetic, is it? But most of these come from either lines or favourite words from poetry. So Sweet Atmosphere of Cider, and then this one is Branches Bare, which is sort of like the branches against a crisp autumn sky. And then this one is Season of Mists. So those three are together. So they've all gone in the shop. If they, some of them I think have sold out and they've gone on pre-order. We are going to try and turn that around in about a week though. Thank you for your patience. If you ordered, we are kind of on top of things again now. We've also been working on the Advent for the last couple of weeks, which I'm very excited about. So if you made your deposit payment for the Advent, there are listings in the shop now for the final payment. Like I said, message me if you can't remember what your original order was, but it will probably become clear when you go there. So that's available now if you'd like to complete your payment for the Advents. And for those of you who are asking, we will have some more. Probably when they're all boxed up, finished and kind of ready, then we'll put them up. That will probably be sort of end of September time. But there will be some more Advents. And also we will be having some more Christmas boxes, which I'll tell you about near the time. Boxes. So anyway, this one, which is very much influenced by, ties in with these. This is the Mellow Fruitfulness mini set that goes with that. So you've got greens, blues, golds, touch of grey and brown. So that's Mellow Fruitfulness. And, oh, I love those colours. It was Kay who said, Bakery Bears, sorry, who said she loves it, like I was just saying, when it's just that you just think, oh, it's a bit chilly, I'm going to have to put a jumper on. I can't wait. And then this is the Lavenders. This is our August minis colourway. So this is lavender. So what we did is we looked at lavender, and rather than just going for the lavender colours, it's actually, there's so many different colours in lavender when it starts to fade as well, which is just as beautiful. So that's lavenders, and there are a few of those left in the shop as well. So, and I just want to show you as well, the last thing I show you, because I can't normally show you the sock clubs, because so if you haven't received sock club, which you should have done, but if you haven't received your sock club, this was July's sock club. It came in a lavender bag, and it was called Long Lazy Days, and it was, there was Gerald the toad in that story. So the sock club always comes with a little print, which has been a watercolour by Christopher, and a little story, and the yarn, and little progress keeper, which this month was made by us, and a little lavender bag. And there are, I don't know what the date is, but I think there's maybe one left in the shop, but they're just about to go out next week, the August one. I'll very quickly show you the bags as well. Sorry if I'm waffling on. So this one is, I've been making some bags out of some lovely handmade, hand embroidered vintage. So this is lovely vintage fabric. This is all hand embroidered by somebody's fair hand. And I've put that with some lovely blue floral cotton, little matching hand sewn tabs. There's that one. And then there's this one, so these are both pouches. There's no box bottom on these. They do have some interlining, so they do have a little bit of body and structure. So that's a lovely cotton lawn lining. And I thought these are lovely because it's perfect for your pins. And there's one there, that one's got a box bottom. And I think they're lovely to put your favourite pins on. Again, these are all hand embroidered, vintage. So pretty. So, and a few of these, which are the little pouches, lavender bag, little pouches for your desk, for your, hot now, for your, well, whatever you want really. You could put a little tiny project in there. So you could put a sock project in there quite comfortably, that disappears in there. Or you could keep it on your desk for bits and pieces, or on your bedside, or whatever you wanted. So some of those, which is Sweetest Stories of Summer. I'm getting distracted by Tommy, who is after a fly. He's a very clumsy cat. Knocks a lot of things over. This one, which is the Wildflower Meadow, and this one, which is a pretty berries, Wiltshire. And there are also a couple of project bags, which I have not brought with me. Tommy! Oh, I've got myself hot now. So, oh, and I'll very quickly show you something which is not in the shop, but we're hoping to get in the shop this weekend. And that is pieces of furniture that have been made by my husband. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I don't know the best way to show you these, but they're lovely for books, whatever you want, knickknacks, mugs, whatever. And they're just freestanding. There's that one, and there's also, quite heavy, this one. A couple of different designs, and they're actually made from, everything is made from reclaimed wood. So it's a bit gnarly and bumpy, and I think that's lovely. So they'll be going into the shop as soon as we have worked out the best way to send them. Oh, yeah, they're quite heavy. So if you're interested in those, they'll be going in the shop soon, all made by hand. So really that's it. So just wanted to say what I've been, Tommy, so I've told you about Tommy. He's finally gone outside in the garden, because when our lovely Monty was here, Monty was very excited when he saw Tommy, and he used to bark. And Tommy is literally terrified of, or was, of everything. So he would immediately run away. And so our garden goes off our kitchen, so he didn't tend to come down here. But now he went out in the garden the other day. I was out in the garden a couple of weeks ago, and I looked up and I thought, and Tommy was just looking back at me. And he'd never been outside before, so suddenly he's got a garden. So he is patrolling his garden, you know, he's all very territorial. Probably can't quite believe his luck, really. He's very funny, he's very heavy on his feet. If he's upstairs and you hear him land, it's like boom. Our neighbour actually, earlier on today, just popped round to see if he was okay, because apparently he sort of startled him in his garden. Well, he'd gone out in his garden and Tommy had freaked out and kind of fell over the fence. And we actually heard him land while we were out there, and he just sort of shook his head and walked off. He was fine, but he's very heavy-footed, very funny, very loving. We adore him. And he is good company for Archie, who obviously misses Monty a lot, and they're becoming good friends now. So that's nice. So anyway, what I've been watching very quickly, sorry. I have been watching these are on a mixture of either Netflix or just a minute, or Amazon, I think. I've been watching Amelie, which I've rewatched for about the third time. I haven't watched it for a few years now. I love Amelie. Chocolat, that was a treat. And Gosford Park, which also was lovely. Virgin River I'm still saving, and on Britbox, Miss Marple, the original one with, I think it's Joan Dixon, love that. So Jodie, so on my messages, on my comments and on my last one, I think I said, what are you watching? Same thing, what are you watching? Sorry if I didn't reply to the messages. I did read them all. I just was in such a trough. I didn't sorry about that. But Jodie said, she's Tatty Cats and Yarny Towels, an amazing knitter. And she said, tell me you've watched Broadchurch. And I thought, no, I haven't watched Broadchurch actually. Now, actually then found it on Britbox, and we've watched the first series, which was amazing. And we're halfway through the second one. So I'm watching that. And can't think of anything else I've been watching now, but I'm watching just lovely things like that. Well, not like Broadchurch. Broadchurch is a bit gritty, but things like Amelie and Chocolat and Gosford Park, loving it. So I am going to go off now because I have totally waffled, and I'm going to go to our Charter Day. So Charter Day in our local town. Back in the day, you had to have a royal charter to be able to have a weekly market or an annual fair. And our local town got its charter back in 1300, I think it was, was it Edward the First? Long time ago. So it's all flags out and some stalls, and the sun is now shining, which is lovely. So I'm going to go down there. If I do get some footage, and I can get it in. I'll show it on the video at the end. If not, I'll put it in next month. But thank you for watching. Sorry for the epic waffle, and hopefully I really will actually talk to you next week. Thank you. Have a lovely week. Just wanted to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to our patrons, because it means the world to us, your support, and we wouldn't be able to do all of this without you. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the little vlog. Starts off with a visit to Sissinghurst to see my mum and to be able to hug her for the first time in a long time. Anyway, hope you enjoy the vlog.